A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. And yes, there is something happening over here at my end, which is, I don't know how many of you know about this phenomenon, but there's something called ringing in the ears. If you ask the doctors, they will not have an answer for this, and usually they don't. Whenever we talk about any divine intervention or mystical intervention, even awakening, a lot of people basically go to doctors when they are going through the awakening process because they don't know what exactly is happening to them, and doctors always, because physically there's not much wrong with them, so the doctor always end up putting them on some kind of pills or some kind of strange medication, which is even worse for these people. So this is not a disorder actually, and it's not so common also. And yes, it is connected to the supernatural realm, and it's a sign of higher awareness or clairaudience, even clairvoyance. So clairaudience is something where you get huge chunk of downloads, like longer messages, bigger messages. Clairvoyance is when you hear somebody talk to you or you hear a voice that can guide you. So these type of people who are experiencing ringing in the ears, they can do a lot of things, like they can understand other people's energy, and when they go into a very low frequency place, a low vibrational place, a low dimensional place, they will automatically sense it, that their energy and the energy of the environment is not matching. But they will be protected. Remember that they will be protected. They will walk into that environment and walk out of that environment as soon as their job is done, as soon as they've learned whatever they had to learn, as soon as they've gathered all the information which was required for their growth. They will leave from that place, and nobody can attack them or nobody can do anything, because they are going through this type of learning or an intervention. The masters, the source guides, our spirit guides, they are teaching us this. So a lot of times when they give us information, they need to send it via the process of ringing in the ears. And maybe your angels, your higher spiritual beings, they are communicating with you and they are contacting you. Now the right ear and left ear both have different meanings. Okay, I'll explain it to you. Every time the energy is shifting on the planet, or every time the energy of your ecosystem is shifting, that's the time when you hear the ringing sounds in the ears. So when you are experiencing higher awareness and you can perceive things better than others, you're energetically more sensitive, you're even sensitive of other people's energies, then this type of phenomenon will take place. And I'll tell you what all needs to be done. If some of you are experiencing ringing in the left ear, it's different, and in the right it's different. And you can also channel messages. People who have this ringing experiences, they are the ones who can channel messages from their higher self, and even a higher benevolent spiritual beings. The relevant messages are being given to them. I don't know yet what is the meaning for continuous one, because there's no mention of continuous ringing so far. So I think I'll have to do a bit more of research, or have to wait for it. But when even in Twinflame journey, when you hear buzzing sounds or white noise type of a sound, then there is another physical being, usually a romantic partner or a friend or a parent or a pet, somebody who's very close to you in physical. When they are contacting you, or you have a very strong telepathic relationship or communication with them, that leads to this type of ringing, which is more of buzzing sound. Now, I've been having continuous ringing in my right ear for about 3 to 4 days already. And I say continuous. The first day it was quite very, very evident. Second day also. Third day, I think it started blending in with my lifestyle and everything. And now it's like when I take my hand and place it on my ear and I block the outside noises, then the ringing is absolutely crystal clear and it is continuous. It is ongoing. Now 4 or 5 days of continuous ringing in the ear means that there are some specific downloads that have been sent on planet Earth. And it also means that there must be other people in the different parts of the world who would be experiencing ringing in the ears. Now I don't know. It won't be continuous for everyone, because we have been in this field for a long time by God's grace. because of my masters, obviously. So because of that, the ringing has become this continuous. Now I don't know for how many days it will go on, but I do feel a very different feeling. Ever since the ringing started, I felt something in my heart, something shifted in my heart space, something shifted in my whole body. Whole body is feeling a bit lighter than before. And it has got nothing to do with weight. My weight is still the same, but you feel very light. And so I'm just sharing it with anyone, who resonates with this. Please share with me in the comment section if you have been experiencing it, and for how long you experience it, for how much time you experience it, or what was because the intensity or the frequency, even the time frame of the ringing is not so long. Usually when you get a download or some ascension code is sent to you, you will hear very loud ringing, like clear ringing. It will, for a few seconds you can't hear anything else, but then it starts blending in with your atmosphere, where your environment and where your other, you living your life. Basically you're running, going here, talking to people, running around, driving, even running also. You could be working out, you could be writing, you could be singing, could be watching TV, you could be in the office, you could be in the garden, you could be doing so many things, while this ringing is happening. But if you hear any type of ringing, my advice or recommendation is to forget everything and just focus on that sound. If you are talking to someone and while conversation it happens, then also if they are speaking, let them speak, because their sound will fade into the background for a bit. You just focus on the ringing, and once the ringing subsides, then you can continue with your conversation. But if you are going through continuous, like an hour or two, or I know an hour or two is very long, but even if it happens for a bit long, then also just focus on the ringing, and you can chant Ram, Ram, Ram along with it, Ram sound, the name of Ram along with it, and it will help you even more. Then it's a sign of a spiritual being which is coming in on the energy of your crown chakra or spiritual center, and they are usually beings that are connected to source. So don't worry, these people cannot harm you. They're only there to improve your energy, help you advance, and they are not appearing in your life just like that. You might have also, made some prayers for improvement in inner work. You might have had a strong urge to get out of the three-dimensional reality, because usually, even when people do inner work, they don't have the urge to let go of the 3D reality. And a lot of people remain stagnant in the three-dimensional reality, or even, off and on from 4D, 3D, 5D, something. They keep jumping, is because they are still very attached to a person. And that person may be in their life because they are attached to the label. And say the person is not doing any inner work, because I also spoke about the buzzing sound that comes from attachment also. However, it's more of a telepathic communication. It's not harmful, or it's not low frequency. It's quite high frequency, to be honest. That's how I feel it. Rest, different people will have different emotions. So high pitched ringing in the right ears, next time you have it, you know what it means. Low pitched as in the sound is not very high, it is bearable, it is kind of blending in. It is a sign of an energetic being coming in on the energy from your lower chakras, which are your survival centers. These are usually lower vibrational beings that are coming in on stress and anxiety. If it's a low pitched ringing, in the right ears, it's a sign of an energetic being coming in on the energy from your lower chakras, which are your survival centers, and these are usually low vibrational beings that are coming in on some stress and anxiety. So you have to check out what exactly it is and like which ear it's happening. And usually most people who talk about ringing in the ears, they always talk about the ringing happens for a few seconds. Okay, then we have the loud ringing. So high pitched and low pitched is different. Please understand the meaning of these words, high pitch and low pitch. And then we have loud ringing, and then we have very low volume. Loud means high volume. Okay, it's a sudden and loud ring in your ears that lasts only for a short moment, is often a way to get your attention, usually from a spirit guide or an angel, to tell you to pay attention. It can also be a warning. It can also be something that excites your guides. Then we have the left ear sound ringing. In the left side, if it's very high pitched, then often it shows that you're growing and you're stepping into a higher vibration, and your energy is recalibrating to get into a new alignment. This realignment often causes a high pitched ringing. And we have the low pitched one. Low pitched ringing in your left ear is often a sign of stress or negative energy that is lowering your vibration. It causes your energy to off balance and results in temporary low humming in your ears. Then we have the buzzing white noise in the left side. Then it means that it's a message from your higher self, and especially true if it's accompanied by a feeling of peace and trust in the flow of universe. It's a sign that the communication pathways between you and your higher self are opening up and your intuitive language is developing. They should also ease over time the more comfortable you feel listening to your intuition. So as I'm saying these things, I feel like many people probably needed to know these answers. But one more thing I need to share with you all is that you also are the deciding factors. For example, if you feel very comfortable and light and you feel very relaxed, then you would know better how this ringing is affecting you. If this ringing is irritating, annoying, it is like you're not feeling very comfortable, you have some kind of stress or anxiety, then again, as I said, Ram Nam chant is helpful for every reason. If you're feeling low, then you can chant it. If you're feeling like very excited, you don't know what it means, there's a lot of curiosity then too. Anything, any problem you have, whether it's an astrological problem, whether it's a twin flame problem, whether it's any problem. But the most important thing that you need to know is that you have to take this name with a lot of love. You can't take the name with fear or with some kind of wish fulfillment or desire. Take it in a way that your heart is full of love and affection and devotion. Then it will have a bigger and much better impact. It doesn't have any negative impact on people ever, but taking the name more lovingly causes huge leaps in your faith. Some of this information I also found online while researching about it. But as I always say, follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow your heart, follow your soul, and most importantly, when you are surrendered, remember you're protected. If you're under protection, nothing can go wrong. So you need to seek and ask for protection from your masters, from your grandmaster, from spirit guides, and most importantly from Ram and Sita, because they are the twin flame gurus and they can actually really help anybody with any problem. So for your personal situation, you can write to me at TheSunamoon@gmail.com, and kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance. And number 2, whenever you book the session, please immediately write to me at TheSunamoon@gmail.com and let me know that you have booked the session. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.